Damn, dude!
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
What up, everybody? What is good? Welcome to the Damn Dude podcast.
Damn, dude.
This is season 2, episode 108. That makes a gang of motherfucking episodes. I tell you what. So, since I'm telling you what, let's start off with something really fucking cool here. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to introduce the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is the Damn Dude podcast, where we have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, motherfucker. That's some tight ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Because I truly believe that this show exists because I am fumbling hard today. I will say it's okay because it's my show, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. You can't tell me nothing. Whatever. I do what I want. No, like I said, the show exists to help share different contexts and perspectives because I truly believe that the more access we have to different contexts and perspectives, the better off life is, and the easier it is, and the more it just fucking makes sense, and the easier it is to navigate through things. You know what I'm saying? That's the cutest shit ever. Okay, sorry. Looking at my kid's picture. So, because sharing perspective and context is so powerful, I realized something. And peep this shit, you guys. This is pretty tight. The power of sharing context is that it drives home the preciousness that is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The desire to share wisdom, knowledge, and understanding must surpass the value of what our own heart desires.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yo. Okay. If that didn't hit you, hold on. Let's rewind a second. The power of sharing context. What is context? Well, if I'm telling you what, no, it's basically, if you were to go and take as deep of a meaning as you can take from this, which is, let's say, a lot of people's context in life is that there's, like, their natural view of life is, like, if we were to use a coin, for example, is one-sided. Theirs is heads. I see heads. It's heads. This coin has a head on it. And you're like, nah, bruh. This side's got a fucking, like, eagle on it. And you're like, how the fuck do you have an eagle? Like, there's no fucking eagle. What in the hell even is that? There's no eagle on that shit. There's a fucking head on this. It says heads. It says, well, it doesn't say heads, but I'm like describing a quarter. If you know, I don't know if you, whatever. Anyway, an American 25-cent piece. No, so a lot of people, their natural and like reactive state is like my side of the coin, right? So if we're to take it deeper and say, no, there's two sides to every story, and it's like, okay, true. But at the same time, if both the stories are inaccurately describing reality, then that's not true either. Because going back to the coin example, if there's actually there's three sides to a coin. And with every story or thing that occurs amongst two different people, there's three things that occur also. So let's say you have like a judge, right? It's like he's like looking at both sides equally. He or she's looking at both sides equally. And they're like, okay, well, I'm the fucking third party and I'm the one judging each of your stories, each of you guys' attempt at describing reality of what actually happened. That's what I'm here to decipher. So that's the judge would be the third side of the coin. The third side of the coin would be another witness. No, that guy actually shot that guy. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I mean, I guess that would be pretty obvious, but like, that person said that, or that person did that, or whatever, right? And that person is gonna see the third party person not actually involved, but just witnessing, is the person who is gonna see the reality of the situation the easiest if they've heard both sides, right? Because you can collect information that fills in the way this is described, that fills this in, and this fills that in, and so on and so on and so on. So that's what context is, right? So it's like I said, this is pretty deep, right? Like, so it's like the power of sharing context. Just that sentence alone is a powerful sentence. Because it's like, well, what is power? It's like, well, it's something that's a force that drives forwards, and of sharing is to give your time, your energy, your wisdom, your knowledge, your understanding, to give to another. That's what sharing is. It's like, oh, here you go. You know what I'm saying? This is for all of us. So the power of sharing context is that it drives home the preciousness. Power of sharing context is what drives home the preciousness that is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Because think about it. Anything you can possibly teach somebody in this world that's beneficial is going to come from a place of wisdom, knowledge, or understanding. There might be more, but these are the three that I fucking picked up on. And it's like, I think even if you go outside of this and you try and think of other words, they're going to boil back down into one of those categories, right? Like there might be some I'm missing. Like I said, I acknowledge that. And at the same time, it's like, okay, so wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. If you share context of different wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, like the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding are precious. You know what I'm saying? It's like only certain people are receptive to certain things of wisdom, knowledge, or understanding. It's like with this show, I understand there's a lot of people where they don't want to hear this shit because they want to stay living in their matrix bubble, or however you want to call it. They want to live in their world and continue to be able to validate the excuses for why they do the things they do. Like why they worship another man who is just good at playing sports. Like that's pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong with being a fan of somebody or whatever, but it's like there's a deeper thing to it than just being a fan for most people who are huge sports fans. Like they're like identifying with the person to the fullest, to where it's like you're only celebrating this other person's win, but not your own success, right? Excuse me. So that shit's a trip to me, dude. Like, I understand being a fan, but in general, like, if there's a cool ass, it's like one of my favorite players or somebody who I look up to, or who's kind of an idol, and I don't even like saying idol, but like somebody I look up to or I find inspirational, like I wouldn't mind rocking their jersey if it made, if it made sense or whatever, or I thought it looked cool or it meant something to me. Like most of the time, if you ever see me wearing like a logo of any sort and it's like a sports team or a city or something like that, it has nothing to do with the actual sports team. Like every time my hats, they all mean, and where I'm from, I should say, it's like our hats mean for the most part, like they stand for something. And it's like, that's part of like the culture I grew up in too, around a lot of gangs, the hat means something. That person's not representing the sports team, But anyways, where was I going with that? Okay. Yeah, so what I was saying, okay, my whole point of all that I was going far off the rails here. But my whole point of talking about that, or why I went down that rabbit hole there, was because to understand that part of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is to understand and have the wisdom and knowledge that not everybody is going to be receptive to what the fuck you're talking about if that's not on the playing field or level they're at. So that's where I was getting at. It was like, so if people spend their time idolizing these sports players who just have big muscles, like they're like, ooh, I like this man with big muscles who can run faster than me, like, and he's stronger than me, like, it's kind of like my dad can beat your dad up sort of thing. And it's like, it's sad. And it's like, at the same time, it's like I said, you can be a sports fan and this isn't your whole thing, but it's like, this is very true for a lot of people and a lot of dudes. So it's easier to stay there than to listen to this show and be like, damn, he's right. Like, fuck, what should I do about it? Like, I'm doing some bullshit stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's like, we have to understand that people are not always going to be ready for your message. And sometimes it takes a long time for your shit to get popular. And I've really decided and remembered and reminded myself that this podcast is and will be one of the top podcasts in the world ever of all time. It will be. So whatever we can do to make that happen, let's do it, you guys, because that's fucking cool. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just staying consistent. And I notice people think it's fucking cool that I do so. And the people who listen they're like, damn, like this fool's wild as fuck, but hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and I appreciate all you guys who listen, because I'm telling you, and if you listen all the way through, or we had conversations or whatever, it's like, I went silent for a whole year of my life as a kid in second grade. And talking and speaking up was the scariest thing in the world to me. I've told the stories where I was going to pee my pants instead of speak up. Like, I would have rather peed my pants in public than asked the guy where the bathroom was at in Big Five in Mira Mesa when I was a kid growing up.
I know Mira Mesa.
Sorry if that was loud. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how scared of talking I was. So you guys can go back in the episodes and hear how deep that shit goes. But anyways, let's break this piece down for the last part. I'll read it again. The power of sharing context is that it drives home the preciousness that is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The desire to share wisdom, knowledge, and understanding must surpass the value of what our own heart desires.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
The desire to share wisdom, knowledge, and understanding must surpass the value of what our own heart desires.
Damn, dude.
What does that mean to you? Well, the desire to share wisdom, knowledge, and understanding must surpass the value of what our own heart desires. So how I interpret that, and I wrote this, it's like I took this motivation, it's like I heard this message in relation to the Bible, like early Bible. I don't even know which. I don't remember. I don't know. I learn so much fucking stuff every single day. It's like I cannot. Like when people want sources from me, I'm like, bro, like that was a rabbit hole I went down for like either a month or a year or 2 years, and it's like there's not like one source you can pull from. Like you gotta fucking go back and spend fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just start somewhere and then just start reading opposing arguments and vouchings and whatever. And then all of a sudden you get an answer, you conclude, and then, you weigh on both sides and you fucking make your own logical decision of what makes sense or not, right? So anyways, if we have the desire to share wisdom, if we have the desire to share these precious gifts, which are wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I know I'm saying that a lot. I'll stop. It's got to surpass the value of what our own heart desires. So it basically means to give more than what we want for. Does that make sense? Like that's like for us to give more than the things that we want for.
Damn, dude.
And that's the idea, is like you get what you put out, right? And that's kind of like one thing I take comfort in this podcast is like, and I don't even like calling it a podcast, let's say show. What I love about the show is that I feel like I'm giving to society and I'm carving my fucking chunk of pie out of the fabric of life. You know what I'm saying? And if I can fucking slice my piece of pie big enough out of the fabric of life, if I can, you know, like put in enough consistency and work and effort and sharing of knowledge and understanding and wisdom, just sharing context and perspective, like I, for some reason, have a really unique context or perspective on life, and I gotta just share it. You know what I'm saying? Every person that I talk to personally or I meet new and they're like, damn, bro, like you're a trip. Like, I'm like, oh, thank you. You know, like it's cool. Like I realized something about me is like a reason I have trouble meeting new friends is because a lot of times I'm not like the what would you call it? I don't know about pursuer is the right word, but like the activator of a conversation. It's like I'm more like I meet people at their level. And I realize it kind of like I'm just kind of observing. I hear what people are saying or what kind of questions they ask. And then I'm like, okay, I see where I can go with this person and with a conversation. And it's like, it's a strength and a weakness of mine all at the same time. Like it helps me in the sense of, you know, just reading people in general, I guess. And that, you know, that applies to many different areas of life where that's beneficial. You know, as far as like keeping yourself safe or fucking doing a interaction with somebody or making somebody feel safe or, you know, shit like that. Making somebody feel included, whatever. So it's like, if we can give and share more than what our heart desires for, we can fucking make magic happen, basically, because we're carving out that slice of the pie in the fabric of life, essentially, to where it's like it's giving, and it's bound to rebound and just fucking come shooting back, right? And that's why I believe that this show truly will be one of the top podcasts of all time ever, is because the amount that I'm giving into this without wasting you guys' time with commercials or dumb shit or this or that or like shit I don't believe in, then how does it not reward or pay back in some way, shape, or form? And I'm not even talking about for myself in my lifetime, because I realized there's not really much we can leave behind for our kids and future generations that's really that beneficial. Like housing is probably number one. And like, well, shit, not even then, because you can fuck that up too. But I should say, okay, let me restart that. I don't agree with that. It's up there though, so check it. I think oh, fucking computer, what's going on? There we go, okay. I think the number one thing that we can pass down to our kids is wisdom and context and perspective and knowledge and understanding. And within that incorporates how to do things, you know what I'm saying? How to build a fence, how to fucking fix a car, how to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just like going like start taking your fucking vacuum apart and you figure, you know what I'm saying? Like you just figure it out. Like with that comes a certain type of wisdom and understanding and knowledge to where it's like, yo, oh, just unscrew the bottom, fucking roll the roller things, grab the whatever, you know, grab some scissors, this, that, whatever the fuck, I don't know, right? And you can figure it out. So that's the thing, that's one thing I'm big on is like, yo, like figure out I'm always big on with my kids is like, yo, master the basics. And then from there, like master the basics of as many things as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes it requires fucking some shit up, and you know, like don't do that as much as you can. Like don't fuck stuff up on purpose, but like pay attention, take your time, and with the right eye, then you can figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing about having the desire to pass on wisdom and share knowledge and understanding is like it really carves out a healthy slice of pie in my family or my future generations at least. You know what I'm saying? And it's like whether my kids or like my kids, grandkids, great grandkids are fucking bratty as fuck or this or that, or they don't even speak English or whatever. It's like this shit still exists and it's still there, and like maybe their kids will find it interesting. You're like, you know what I'm saying? You never know. Like, what if like I don't know, anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if anything is possible, then why not just pick the best possible outcome? So I'm going to get really deep into something that has to do with that, which is a fucking trip, dude. But we're going to get there because there's something that needs to be explained before that, or that I want to address before that in order for that to just make more sense and be more impactful. So I'm just going to read this real quick, and then we're going to dive into it a little more here. The reality of reality is that we all will die, and the ones we love and cherish the most will all die. Our parents, relatives, siblings, kids, friends, coworkers, people of the public will all die, certainly. What's also the reality of reality is that all of these people also got to live, including ourselves.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yo, tell me that ain't fucking hard. Yo, that shit's fucking sick, dude. Fucking sick. So, yeah, fucking sick. Right? It's like, well, if we're all gonna die certainly, and we all get to live certainly, then why not pick and think about and choose the best options certainly? Because you can certainly take a stance of, I will pick the best options for myself and my thoughts. Now, that doesn't mean everything's always going to work out fucking perfectly, but it's like, if you just decide to yourself that you want to be certain on making great mistakes and you just commit to that, then all the mistakes you make are forward progressing, or all the painful things that happen help us progress forward and learn more and do better, right? And that's the thing is like, all this shit, this is all stuff I'm trying to do and master and learn, and it's like, I'm a fucking disaster to a good degree. At the same time, it's like I got myself together to a good degree. So it's like I guess the thing is like getting everything to a good degree, and I realize, and I'm really realizing that believing and choosing certainly that I'm gonna start choosing the best options for my life in all aspects makes so much sense. It's like, if I keep my house clean, I keep myself clean, I keep my car clean, it's like, then I'm gonna it's easier for blessings to fall into place. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, if you're gonna have somebody over, it's easier if your house isn't a disaster. You know what I mean? If you don't even have to worry about running around cleaning up, it's just nice as fuck already. You know what I mean? So that shit's a trip, dude. We're going to take a quick break, and after this will be Rob Bicycle.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
What's crack-a-lackin'? Yo, so, welcome Bicycle, my tricycles. It's crazy, though, to know that everybody we know and love is going to die. For certain. Now, this isn't morbid or weird or whatever. This is like it's actually healthy to think about death. You're supposed to think about death at least 5 times a day. And it's basically to maintain a healthy perspective, because death is not bad. Death is equally as beautiful as life. Like, without death, there's no life. Without life, there's no death. You know what I'm saying? And to make death the most painful thing ever is selfish, because it's not about you. You know what I mean? It's about like everybody equally. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what makes your love for somebody more than the next person's love for somebody? Right? It's like, that's the thing is I think what all the shit that's emotionally painful to us, we kind of have it all backwards. Like, I think we put our worries and our stuff into the wrong things. Like, worry is supposed to be for survival. And like, if you're not in a state of needing to survive, then you don't need to worry. And obviously it's always easier said than done. And it's like, then you start thinking of external things as scary that haven't even happened yet. You know what I mean? And it's like, when I hear people, like parents will be like, oh, don't do that, you're going to break your arm. It's like, well, what are you creating for your kid? You're saying exactly some gnarly shit. It's very specifically too. It's like you're attracting that to your reality. Now that's going to probably be the biggest thing. And karma is going to have to just, you carved your slice out of the pie with that worry. You put the worry out there and it's going to boomerang back. It always has to. It hits the edge of the fucking pie pan and has to come back. So that's the reason a lot of people never climb the ladder of success or peace, is because every time you declare something, it has to come boomerang back and kick you in the fucking teeth to see if you're really about it or not. And then every step of the way, that's going to keep happening. But sometimes you're going to skyrocket to different levels of peace or understanding or success, or, whatever you're out for. So that's the thing, is like, for me, saying, I used to always say, oh, like breaking my neck's my greatest fear. And I really believe that. And I used to say it and I joke about it all the time. I'd be like, as long as I don't break my neck. Or like, oh, dude, you're going to break your neck doing that. I would always say shit like that. Well, I mean, not always, but I would say that shit all the time, or whenever the fuck I would talk or it was appropriate to say that. Any opportunity I could, I would say that sort of shit. And I'm just voicing my fears, projecting my fears. And it's like, very specifically too. And it's like, fuck, like, I wish my fear was like, oh, I'm so scared of money that it all comes to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I was so scared of peace of mind that it all just came to me. But it's like, no, it's not like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like more like, dude, it's what you're putting out there that's real and authentic. And then attaching a specific, is that a word? A specific thing to it. You're drawing that exact energy and attention to your life and your lifestyle and the people around you. You're going to break your arm. Well, your kid probably is going to break their arm now. Because now they're thinking about it, and now they're going to put their hands out first instead of tucking and rolling like they're supposed to, because we've created this fear in them that didn't need to be there, and it crippled them. And now we got a broken arm, and then now that gets to validate your fear and your reason for saying that, and you think that you're doing good parenting or whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a nanny or this or that, whatever, right? So careful with what you guys say, because what we say becomes real as fuck. And I know you might not think it or whatever, but the moment you decided you wanted the car you were going to buy, you know what I'm saying? When you were researching for it and you said, I'm going to get a blank, right? Like, I realized I always use, I don't know why fucking what I always say, what blurts out of my mouth is blue Toyota. I always say blue Toyota. And like, I'm like, dude, once you decide you want the blue Toyota, you start seeing the blue Toyotas, and the blue Toyotas, you made it up in your mind, and then now you're going to get one. You know what I mean? It's like, when you've actually really made up your mind, then you go and get it. Like, that's why most of us don't get what the fuck we want, is because we don't actually believe it and we don't really want it. You know what I mean? So rather, it's easier to just save up some money and buy like a material item. Oh, look at this bag, look at this whatever. And it's like, all right, cool. And then it's like, every time you start feeling sad, you can whip it out and you feel good about yourself. And it's like, it's literally a Band-Aid. You know what I mean? And it's like, a lot of us have different Band-Aids in life that is just our quick fix and our quick, okay, I'm fine, keep going. Like, so that leads me to the next thing, is like thinking about the boundaries of our happiness. Like, there's a top and a bottom to where our happiness exists. And it's like, the top of it it's got a top, right? Which would be like your most elated and happiest experience. And then you got the lower end of happy experiences, but there's definitely a cap to where happy switches to annoyed, frustrated, upset, whatever, right? Anything that's the opposite of happy. So if you think about it, it's like a lot of times, I think the reason a lot of people think that or like why life is so hard is because people's most upper cap boundary of happiness is Christmas as a kid getting a bike. And that's like, holy shit. Like, there's so many elements that are unreal to getting a bike on Christmas as a kid, to where it's like, yo, Santa came, we left cookies. Now you got all these people do this thing with the elf and all these other weird things. And all of this folklore, all this shit that goes into it. Oh, you better be good. Santa's not going to come. The whole year conditioning your kids for this, right? And then it's like the whole year's been primed for Christmas. And then Santa came, and then you come down the stairs, and you know what I'm saying? We all seen the movies, like that sort of shit. Like, that's your peak happiness. But how many opportunities do you have to feel that fucking happy as an adult? Or to have that sort of, no, let me rephrase that, sorry. How many opportunities do you have to feel that experience as an adult? Well, that's the thing, is when you're an adult, you have to accomplish amazing things for people to fucking cheer for you, to make you feel good like that. Like, I know anytime I've delivered like a fucking dope ass speech or something like that, and people were like, woo, and standing up. Like, I think I told this story before, but like, I'll just give the short version. It's like I gave a speech and there was like 300 to 375 people in the room, and they all fucking stood up and were cheering, and it was just like all these people were crying, and it was like this incredible thing. I don't even remember what I said, honestly. It was like I kind of just got pushed up to the front and was like, yo, like, this is on you. I was like leading a team, and so they just fucking handed me the mic, and I just stepped forward and I fucking just apparently delivered some badass speech, and I don't even remember one fucking word of it. But I fucking killed it, and having the crowd go crazy, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I got that, like, bike on Christmas feeling. You know what I'm saying? Your fucking favorite, whatever you wanted on Christmas feel. And if you haven't had that experience or whatever, and you're hurting, whatever your fondest memory of being young is, we all have at least one. No matter how hard your life was, there's at least one. A lot of times related to food too, especially if you're, a lot of times related to food. But anyways, in the lower end of our like scale or boundary of happiness, the lower limit of it, before it comes annoyance and stuff, usually for the common person, the cap of it is the level of when people would say, oh, happy birthday, or oh, good job. Stuff like that, right? Like, essentially being acknowledged. Like, as an adult, when somebody acknowledges you, it feels so good. And like, excuse me, like, I guess, wow, I just put this together. And it's like, I guess that's what it is even as a kid. It's like when your parents or whoever spend all this time to like build this whole thing around you and for you, it like makes you feel acknowledged. Interesting. Damn, that's cool. That puts into perspective a lot for me, actually. That's tight. No, so that's the thing, is like our lowest cap is like we want to be acknowledged. It's like acknowledgement to like complete. It's like low end acknowledgement, or like somebody saying hi to you, or the cashier smiling at you, or like small stupid shit like that. You know, I mean, it's not stupid, but like that's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But like people make it a big deal. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what, she did it with a smile, and you're like, cool, you know, like that's. So, so like, so those things are pretty okay. So it's like, no, So being acknowledged is like the high, let's just say that's like the whole higher end. So it's got its own scale. I'm not making any sense. Let me start over. So having like a whole celebration planned around you without any clues or hints or asking for it is a great deal of acknowledgement. And then on the lower end of acknowledgement, people saying good job, thank you, getting cheered on for a speech, whatever, that is like the lower end of it. And that's the thing, is like, this is what I'm trying to say, exactly this. Yeah, like I just said right now. So that's the lower end of it. So that's the thing, is like, how often are we in positions to where we're getting cheered on or acknowledged, or being completely planned around for some crazy fucking thing or experience or whatever, right? Like, it's a trip. So that's the thing, is because we don't have many opportunities to experience that, we kind of just go numb and we go, oh, nobody gives a fuck. Especially as men. Nobody fucking cares. You know what I'm saying? So for a lot of people, all that being happy means and becomes to them is to not be suffering.
Damn, dude.
And I understand that entirely, because there was a long time I'm like, if I could just not be hurting, if I could just not be going through this pain, if I could just not be wanting to kill myself or end this and that, and just, if I could just not feel this feeling, it would be amazing. And it's like, that doesn't even, it sucks that that's not even like a, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's such a, it sucks that that's such a common thing. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, dude, like so many people are suffering and just in pain. And that's why I share the show, and like, you know, it's that I share my wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and collection of perspective and context, you know? So it's like, all right, well, if we can understand this, that a lot of our scale and measurement of happiness is like big party to acknowledgement planned around you. If we then lower that scale or readjust it and bring it back down quite a few notches, then we can enjoy a much happier life and we can also start accomplishing more realistic goals as we go, because that bar is set lower and it's more accomplishable. You know, it's like, all right, if my max out goal is, you know, for right now, and that's the thing, is like, our goals aren't forever. They're like supposed to be accomplished, and then that's not your goal anymore, right? So to get to that goal, whoa, I think there's an earthquake. Oh, my table's shaking. The fuck? Anyway, sorry. Yeah, no, I guess nothing else is shaking. Oh, trippy. Yeah, so it's like, if we can dial it back to where it's like, okay, because actually putting ourselves in a position to be able to speak to people isn't that unrealistic, right? It's like, that's actually something that's doable. So it's like, if we can accomplish that, then like any accomplishment in working towards that goal is going to feel really good. And I think that's how we start, and where we start is like, all right, like, let's see the goal and fucking, yeah. Sorry, I'm like getting messages. It's fucking me up right now. So it's like, if we can see the end zone, if we can see the end goal of our happiness, and if we place our happiness in results, and we can produce results, then it's almost like we have a forever running machine that doesn't need any fuel or electricity. It's just like centrifugal, or whatever that word is. It just keeps going, right? Like, all on its own. And like, I think that's the thing, is like, if we can root our happiness in accomplishments, then we start creating the life and the lifestyle with the things that make us happy, the place we live, what we drive, who we associate with, all of those things, they start upgrading into the things we want because we've rooted our happiness in goals rather than feelings and confusion. Because a lot of times, like, oh, I'm happy because I'm just not suffering or I'm not having to live my normal life. And that's not happiness. You know what I'm saying? To just be happy that you're not living your normal life isn't happy. Like, and that's the thing, and that's a whole nother thing. And I've talked about this before. It's like learning to do what you love and loving to learn what you do, because it's so important. Like, nobody should be doing shit that they hate. Nobody. It's an option. It's like, granted, you're not a slave or you're locked up or grew up in a sweatshop or something. It's like, it's like if you're blessed enough for that to not be your position, then you have the opportunity to choose to do something that you love, do something, and on the lowest end of the scale, do something that you hate. And then the in between is like, well, I kind of like it, I sort of like it, I love it a lot, I love it a little, and then just pick your fucking point and go from there, and don't be mad about it. You know what I mean? If you're okay with 75% of your job sucking, and you're totally happy with that, and you don't mind it, and you know that, and you just understand that's how it is, and you accept it for what it is, then cool, you know? If that's unacceptable, then do better. And that goes for myself too. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, I realize, like, there's elements of, it's like, I love what I do so much, speaking on the microphone and camera, I guess. I realize I ignore the camera a lot. Sorry about that, camera people. When you finally get this, I realize I got to pay more attention to that, because I'm not used to watching myself on video or editing. So I lost all my video savoir-faire. I'm probably all like slouched, not paying attention or looking at the camera in like fucking at least like 80 episodes. And then I realized, like, when I look at the window viewer thing on the camera, I'm like looking at myself, but when I'm watching the recording, I'm like looking to the side of the camera, not at the camera, and it makes it look weird. Anyway, I believe that it's like we can adjust. Whoa, I never thought of it like this. The equalizer of our life. Like, you know how on your radio, if you got like a kind of nicer radio, or no, you don't even have to have a nice radio. But more on nice radios or computer speakers or TV or whatever the fuck, we'll have EQ. For those that don't know, it's equalizer. It's the volume setting. It's the one that you can raise the pitch, volume, fade, the bass, the whatever. Oh, the bass. All of that stuff, left, right, center. Like, you can adjust all those like bars that go up and down, right? And that's the quality of your sound, right? So it's like, if we can adjust the levels to all the different categories in our life of where we want the pitch to be, where we want the volume to be at, then we freaking get to have the life that we want, because it's like we custom set our settings, and it's like we choose what's acceptable or not. And that's something I'm learning to do with finances and stuff. Cause like, when I'm really driven about money, I can make money. But it's like lately I just haven't been able to do it. Like, everything keeps kicking me in the ass as far as work and finances and all this shit. It's just like been really, really, really fucking hard. So I'm like, it just kind of like rocks my brain and fucks me up. But, it is what it is. And that's the thing, is like, this is why we got to practice this and share these things, because this is wisdom and information that I've learned, that I'm gathering and collecting and wanting to share and be able to create as more real for myself, because it's like, when we look back on old tapes of ourselves talking or claiming things or saying things, it's like, damn, did I do it or not? Like, is that person about what they say or not? And I realize there's a few things I've said that I haven't done yet, that I've broadcasted on here, and I'm like, fuck, dude, all right, I gotta hold myself accountable and do this, But yeah, dude, it's like, life's a trip, dude. So I write a note real quick. Yeah. So you guys, it's been real as fuck, like always. Keep it real like a banana peel. Keep it real till you appeal.
Damn, dude.
It's never fake it till you make it. Always keep it real till you appeal. You dig like a shovel? If you can't, then I guess you ain't able. Here for this. Oh, I gotta jump on a meeting in 5 minutes. Or I'm gonna be late. Oh shit. Good thing I charge my phone.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, dig. Please be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their best friends, cousins, ancient Egyptolian paper stapler manufacturer about the Damn Dude motherfucking podcast.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, dig. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. Much love. Peace.
Damn, dude.
Damn, dude.